All right, so Brandon's doing some one-arm pull-ups. You guys can't see, but now he's switching to the other arm, and now he's doing this other arm. But we're here for a talk show, so I'm going to give you guys some talk. This is Self-Love Sunday. Again, this month we aren't doing a class, but we are giving you guys some cool, dope interviews with some dope people. I'm going to let Patrice introduce herself. She is from out of town, so she is one of our out-of-town athletes, and she's enjoying the city. This is her last day, so I told her, come on, get it in. Let's get this interview going. So I'm going to give her the floor to let her introduce herself, where she's from, how you guys can find her. So if you got your phone, open your phone up. Make sure you guys can look her up as soon as she says her IG, all right?
Hey everybody, I'm Patrice Murphy. I am from Maryland, like you said, aka the DMV. You can find me on Instagram at Curves and Gains or Facebook at Curves and Gains. Everything is at Curves and Gains, www.curvesandgains.com. It's very simple to find me. I do personal training, boot camp, mixed fit, a little bit of everything. Super excited to be in Atlanta with you. We'll get in more detail exactly what I do, but that's how you can find me. Pretty simple, Curves and Gains. That's what I am.
Cool. All right, so we got some headlines. I guess I want to guys tell you some stuff about Flexlanta. In 2 weeks, on February 9th, we will be bringing back the self-love class. It won't be at the gym in February. We're going to do it a little bit different. We'll have it at a Airbnb in the city. So make sure you guys come to that. It'll be pretty intimate. I want to try to keep it between like 10 to 15 people for this class. We'll put some music on and really like dive in on some good topics. I know our topic will be the pros and cons of dating apps. I know that's how we're going to start off the talk or start off the class, but we always get into different little avenues. So that'll be February 9th, and then every 2 weeks after that, more self-love classes and then more interviews. So, but now I got a couple of questions for Patrice. My first question is, what got you into fitness? Did you grow up playing sports, or was it something that sparked your interest when you graduated high school, or what was it?
So I've always danced. Dance has been something I started since I was about third grade. When I got into college, that's when fitness was really introduced, because we had to do workouts and dance at the same time. And I realized how much I loved it and how much it improved my dancing the more I got into fitness and really took it seriously. So after college, I just kind of continued because I like the way it made my body look. I like the way I felt. So after that, I just decided passion turned hobby, turned business. So I just kept doing it, helping friends. They just asked me to help, and then I turned it into a business.
Is this still your passion?
Yes, I love it. Oh my gosh. So it's probably the one thing that excites me, gets me out the bed, and makes me work all the hours that I work without feeling like it's a job. I really, really genuinely enjoy helping people and seeing the transition from when they come in and when they walk out when they reach their goals. So yeah, I love it.
Okay, and where can they find you if they're coming to get a drop-in session? Like, I know you said you're in Maryland, but like, where exactly in Maryland, for the people who are watching right now, where can they come find you?
So I'm in Camp Springs, Maryland. If you're familiar with the area, that's Southern PG County, not too far from the National Harbor area. So I'm right in Camp Springs off of Allentown Way in a studio called Total Life Changes, and I'm there 7 days a week, so you can find me there.
Okay, and for the people that live out of town, do you have any like online services or like FaceTime, virtual training, anything like that?
So yeah, I actually stream my workouts on an app called Burn Along. So you can buy a subscription there to see my workouts on there, or you can actually just do a one-time fee just to see one of the workouts. I'm actually going to start in February doing live workouts. So my boot camps have been really popular lately. I do boot camp 3 times a week. So starting in February, I'll be doing live via Burn Along. So at 6 and 7 p.m. on Tuesdays and Thursdays, you can get on Burn Along, actually do the boot camp live with me.
Yeah. Okay. What do you specialize in when it comes to training clients? Do you have a niche, or do people come to you for a specific reason? What is it?
So when I first started out specifically just a weight loss trainer, and I wasn't really trying to like niche myself to an audience. It has turned more into weight loss turned postpartum and pre. A lot of my clients that come to me are either trying to prepare their bodies for a baby, are in the process of being pregnant and having the baby, or after. So that kind of just came with the territory. That is not something that I targeted, but they come to me and I enjoy it. It's very, very special, very unique. Each client is very different, their process, whether they worked out a ton before or they never worked out at all. After after they have their kid. You never know how the body changes. So me being a part of that journey is very exciting. So that's not something that I kind of saw after, but they come to me. So from that, I developed a class called Mommy and Me and Stroll and Squat. So I kind of go through the whole process with them with that. So yeah, specifically weight loss, but I have that audience too that I kind of cater to.
That's good.
Yeah.
Do you train more women than men, or men? Is it kind of like half and half? Like, what is it? For me, it's way more women than men, and that's what I find for a lot more people.
Yeah, it's definitely more women. I will say my demographic of the women is a really wide range. So I have what people call the millennials, and then I have like middle-aged women, and then I have a good amount of seniors. So I teach a senior group, and then I have a lot of retired community. So I do have a lot of women, but the range of the women is really large in my population. So don't think you're too old to come work out with me. You can come work out with me.
Yeah, it's never too late to get it in shape, for sure. So if it wasn't for, I don't know if I asked you, but if it wasn't for fitness, wasn't for the training, where would Patrice be?
I would be an orthopedic surgeon in the hospital.
Were you already on that path?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So I went to school for biology pre-med. I have a pre-med degree. And after school, I didn't know exactly what part of medicine I wanted to go to. So I did a couple of trainings under different doctors back at Howard and Providence Hospital in the city. And to be honest, I can say that I was intimidated by it. It just seemed so miserable. Even though I love medicine, I went to actually came down here when I was in middle school, went to Emory. I had the whole track of coming to medical stuff all my whole life, and then got out of college and was like, okay, no thanks. So I did pharmaceutical sales for 10 years. So I do have that background in pharmaceuticals. So if I wasn't doing this, I would be in medicine for sure. Yeah.
That's cool. All right, so another question is how would you compare the fitness industry where you live to the fitness industry in Atlanta?
Oh, I was actually just talking about that. Yeah, cool. So where I live, it's a very diverse marketplace, cultures, like you said, men, women, genders, age, everything. It's extremely diverse in DC. Whereas I think down here, it's kind of a little more niched together, where the African American community works together. You know, they're a little more boxes, and the boutique gyms get more play down here, whereas the larger gyms like the Golds, the 24-hour fitness, the big name gyms back home, they get more play and they have classes there. Versus here, the boutique gyms, like the bigger names, they have classes and people follow the trainer, versus back home, they follow the bigger name gyms and find a trainer within the gym. So it's a little bit different there. So you really have to make sure you make a name for yourself, for people to either seek you out or make sure you're going outside of your gym, doing events, doing pop-ups, like we discussed, things like that, so people can see you. Because if they just go to their gym, they'll never even know you exist. So it's a lot different, but I like it down here. It's cool. Yeah. You guys don't play.
I hear it's,
yeah.
I hear it's a lot different from other cities.
Yeah.
When it comes to Atlanta fitness industry, they say we're a lot closer than other cities are.
Yes,
so,
for sure.
And like you said, we're kind of a trainer driven versus a gym driven.
Exactly.
Like the gym is a good place, but it's the trainers who make the place and bring the people in. So I've definitely seen that too. So what would you say to a potential clients that's looking to get started and don't know where to start, don't know what to do? Like, what would you say as far as words of encouragement for the people that are watching right now?
I would say don't think you're alone, that you're the only one that feels that way. Most people won't admit it, but you're not by yourself, number one. Number two, it only just takes for you to take one step of action. So whether that's calling a gym, seeking out a trainer, sending a message on Instagram, you have to do one step of action just to kind of get it going. Once you take that one step of action, don't minimize the small victories. I tell people that all the time because they think they have to go buy the whole produce section, get a whole new wardrobe, and pay $1 million for a trainer, get 10 gym memberships. You don't have to do all of that. Don't minimize just one step of action first, just to kind of get your wheels going, get your feet wet, and continue to grow. Take your baby steps and just go for it. Yeah.
All right, so that's pretty much the questions I have for Patrice today. You got any questions for me?
I do have something to say. answering the question. I just want to say thank you for the opportunity. This is my first time in Atlanta doing something like this with fitness. I participate in a lot of fitness things, but like you said, it's very different down here. It's a more sense of like family and community, whereas I feel like more back home, everybody's kind of in their own bubble. So thank you for the opportunity to come down here. And I'm looking forward to being down here, seeing more people more often, and traveling over the summer. So not necessarily a question, but thank you for the opportunity of having me here. And hey, everybody, hope to see you guys.
All right, guys, this is the Flexlanta Talk Show. We're going to go ahead and take a little break, get B-Shack on to the camera, and give you guys some more great quality content for the YouTube, all right? I'm KC, I'm signing off. This is Patrice, and we out.